Hey there, and welcome back to a new video. If you're new here, I would really appreciate it if you could go ahead and subscribe down below. If you're not new here, then thank you so much for returning to the channel, and I really hope that you enjoy this video. Sorry for the background, by the way, or like what's going on here. I know it's kind of a mess, but this is the only setup that I could do for this video. So for today's video, I actually have something very exciting because it's kind of like a girl talk, get ready with me type of thing. So recently I've actually been doing my own nails, you guys, and let me tell you, it has been a learning experience, to say the least. I think I started practicing like 2 months ago, and I've gotten somewhat better at them. So right now I just have the acrylics on. I have not painted them or anything. I wanted to leave that for the video, and I also wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys about some like girl stuff. And I can't take credit for all of these questions because Cynthia, my best friend Cynthia, did help me come up with this video idea. So I really hope you enjoy. If you want to go ahead and see me do my nails and chats about, you know, boys, confidence, you know, all that girl stuff, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so like I said, I did do my nails already. They have acrylic on them. This is what they're looking like so far. I kind of like the shape, just that this hand came out a little bit worse than this hand. Obviously, it's so hard to do it with your non-dominant hand, and I'm right-handed, so it's so weird because when I do it with my dominant hand, like, I feel like it comes out worse than when I do it with my non-dominant hand. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I have a lighter hand with my non-dominant hand. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So for today's video, I did get sent some products from Madam Glam New York, and they were kind enough to send me this little kit. It comes with 3 colors, base, top coat, and a mini little LED UV lamp. So I'm super excited. So let me go ahead and show you the packaging first. This is what it looks like when you get it in the mail. They do have a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, and you could go ahead and search them up at madamglam.com. I will have all the information in the description box down below, also with discount codes if you're interested, if you like the products that I'm about to share with you. So basically, they did reach out to me and they asked me what kind of colors I wanted, whether that be like nude colors, bright colors, or neon. And I said neon just because I'm kind of in that summer spirit still. So when you go ahead and open the box, mine is already kind of ugly because I already messed with it, but yeah, it comes in this really pretty pink packaging that keeps the nail polishes safe. And what I really like about this company, by the way, is that all their gel polishes are cruelty free, and I believe all their polishes on their sites. If you're interested, again, all the information is down below along with a discount code. So yeah, everything's cruelty free, which I think is very important, and I really like that about them. So the colors that they gifted to me are this neon green color, this neon yellow color, and then this neon pink. And I think I'm gonna be doing the pink today just because I love pink. If you didn't know that about me already, well, now you do. And then it also comes with the soak off top coat and a soak off base coat. So let's just go ahead and get started with the questions. And thank you again to Madam Glam for sending me these products. I really enjoyed partnering with you, and I know I'm gonna love these. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try these out together because this is my first time trying them, but I feel very optimistic about the results already. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start with some juicy questions. Well, they're not really juicy, it's just kind of like some chillax girl talk advice, just because I feel like I can talk about this stuff for a long time. So if I bore you, I'm sorry. Let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna use the base coat first, but the first question, also, this is a chair I'm using to do my nails. I hope it doesn't bother you. I know it's kind of like in the way, but okay. So let's go ahead and start with some juicy dating advice. So how do you manage dating with work and school? So that's a question that I think is very important to answer because I feel like it depends on the person. You know, I know for some people, like, their job and school is a priority. For me as well, to be honest, but I feel like if you really like someone and you think that you have found like someone special, I feel like you are capable of making it work. And that shouldn't be an excuse. However, I know some people, you know, can't handle all of that, which is totally fine as well. Honestly, as long as you're doing what brings you like mental peace, then I think that you're on the right track. Obviously, don't force yourself to be in a relationship because everyone around you is in a relationship. I think that that's a big mistake. I know when I watch other girl talk videos, I see that like a lot of girls are like in their 20s, mid 20s, and they're like, I've never had a boyfriend yet, like what's wrong with me, like I just really want a boyfriend so bad. And I've seen it also personally with people that I know that are just like so eager to have boyfriends, and I'm just like, honestly, it's not worth having a boyfriend if they're not going to be a good boyfriend, and if you're just doing it because you just want one, you know. I think it's more important to find the right person, and obviously that doesn't come easy as well. You do have to go through the dating phase, which honestly is very challenging. Now that I'm in my 20s, I've definitely noticed that it's not the same as dating, you know, when you're in school. And that leads me to my next question. Well, okay, to answer that question, I feel like I didn't even answer that. But how do you manage it? Honestly, you just have to prioritize. Like for me personally, school is my number one priority right now. Then I don't, honestly, work isn't that much of my priority, but it's still a priority, you know. I still have to manage school and work. So to add another person into my life, it can be challenging, but I think that when you really like this person and you're really invested in someone, that doesn't matter. You'll always find time for someone that you care about. I know that there's a saying that says that, well, how does the saying go? Oh, you're never too busy for someone. Oh wait, I don't even know how the saying goes, but I think it's like basically you're never too busy. If you like someone, you'll find time for them, something like that. I know it's said so much better than how I just said it, but something like that. But yeah, basically if you really love someone, you'll find time for them, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's just literally like one phone call a day, like you will find time for them. So that's my best advice with how to balance it. Just also communication, you know, if this person doesn't work as much as you, because I've had this happen to me too, like sometimes you'll be in a more stressful environment than your partner, and as long as they understand that you're busy a lot and that you need your own space and, you know, your own time to get your stuff done, I think that that's very important as well. Because if you have someone who does not understand that you are a busy person and all of that, then that can lead to some problems. So anyways, let's go on to the next question. And also I'm gonna go ahead and use this lamp. Also, you can stand this lamp up. I just couldn't do it with my nails, so that's the only downside to this, but let's see how it works. I'm gonna turn it on and just like put my nails under it. Okay, but moving on to the next question. When should someone start dating? So this question, I feel like a lot of people are going to disagree with me, honestly, because I think that you should start dating at an early age. And the only reason why I say this, not obviously too early, but like if I am going to be honest, like I guess my first boyfriend, which was a little kid boyfriend, was when I was like 10. And honestly, that is like, I think was a love in its most purest form, if that makes any sense, just because you're so young that you don't, I don't know, it's just very different from obviously dating when you're older. But if I can even call that dating, because I was literally a child. I'm gonna do this one more time because I don't know how this lamp works. But yeah, so basically I say that dating at an early age, I think, is better than waiting until you're older, which obviously boyfriends come when they come, you know, like I don't think that you should find someone early just because I'm saying that. But I think that for me personally, having a boyfriend at a younger age, or like middle school, which sounds so bad, but high school as well, it helped me a lot, because obviously like your first heartbreak hurts, you know. And I feel like when you're older, like if I would have went through my worst heartbreak right now, like at this point in my life, I feel like it would be so hard for me to heal from it at this point. But because I've already had like previous experiences before, it has really helped me to move forward with the situations that I encounter now as a 20-year-old. So I think that like if you're young, I don't know how old you are if you're watching this video, but if you're like 15, like honestly, I wouldn't take your relationship that seriously, although I do know people who have stayed with their partners since like middle school, so that is amazing. But yeah, I wouldn't take it too seriously, but I do think that you do learn a lot from having relationships. Even if they don't last forever, you learn a lot from every single person, and I truly believe that every single person is put in your life for a reason, either to learn from it, grow from it, you know, make mistakes. I really do believe that. So I say whenever you feel comfortable, that would be a good time. I just think that if you're younger, it's better, just because you'll be able to heal from it faster if it ends. Okay, So the next question I have is, how would you get ready for a first date? So for me, honestly, I'm gonna go in with the color now, by the way. So the color that I'm using is called OMG Pink, and it's neon, like I said. And oh my gosh, this video is already at 10 minutes. See, I told you guys I talk a lot, but I just have so much to say about these topics. If you have any more specific questions, leave them down below, because I could really go on and on about these topics forever. But basically, okay, so how do you get ready for a first date? I think that the most important thing would be to just be yourself and don't stress too much about it. For me, honestly, I feel like maybe when I was younger, I think I tried to like impress people more, but now that I'm like 20, I really don't care. Like, I'd rather get to the bottom of the person and just like know if they are going to be a good match for me, or if like, you know, like if we vibe, then I don't worry too much. But if I know like from the first date and I'm being myself and we're just not vibing, then I just don't see anything working out between me and then this other person. And for me too, like personally, I know like I'm young still, but I date with the purpose, I guess I can say. But oh my gosh, you guys, look at this color. Like, hold on, I kind of messed up right there, but look at this color with just one coat. That is absolutely insane. Wow, I am obsessed. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, just be yourself. I think that okay, for me personally, I can say that I have a very dark sense of humor. If you know me, you know, but if you don't know me and you forcefully have to be around me, like my coworkers can probably attest to this, but a lot of people think that I'm mean. And I'm not mean. I think it's just my face. Like, honestly, sometimes I do give mean vibes out, but like, I'm not mean, I swear. A lot of people think that about me. And also I like to joke around a lot to the point where like, I don't know, I guess it could hurt someone's feelings, but I obviously don't do it like to hurt anyone's feelings. And if you're close to me, you know that, and you get my sense of humor and you even joke back with me, you know, like Cynthia is so used to me being mean, I guess. But she gets it, you know, she doesn't ever take it personally. And for me, that's something really big that I look for in a person, is for them to not take me that seriously, and for them to like be able to get my jokes and joke around with me, you know. I feel like if they aren't capable of doing that, then we're not a vibe, and it's not going to work out. So be yourself, because there could be something about you that you're never going to change. That's who you are. And if you try to like suppress that from the person that you're trying to date, eventually it's going to come out, and they might not like that about you. And it's better just to, you know, lay it all out on the table at first. And if they don't like that, then they're just not your person, and why waste your time and their time, you know? That's what I think. Also, confidence is another big factor when it comes to dating, and it's so hard to be confident, I feel like, for a lot of people. For me, I would just say you really have to like love yourself. Like, I know a lot of people say like you have to really love yourself before you can love someone else, but it's honestly very true. I know people who go into relationships, they get a confidence boost because they're in a relationship, then the relationship ends, and then they're kind of left feeling empty, like they need someone to make them feel whole again. So then they go out super quick after they just got out of a relationship to get into another relationship, and it might help temporarily, but most of the time, long term, it's not going to help, just because these people just need someone to make them feel better about themselves, if that makes sense. So make sure that you're confident enough with yourself, that you love yourself to be able to allow someone else into your life, because you don't want to be in that position where you feel like you're depending on someone else for your own happiness. You know, you should be happy on your own, and this other person should just be in addition to your happiness, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Also, I feel like this video is all over the place. But yeah, because usually when you're not confident and relationships end, like, it just makes you feel so bad. And I know, because I've been there, you know, obviously I feel like everyone goes through this, but at the end of the day, again, now that I'm older, I realize that you're really all that you need. And as long as you love yourself, you know your worth, you know what you deserve, nothing can really like bring you down, honestly. And even when things do end, you see them as a good thing, you know, like as a new beginning, as something that, well, you lived and you learned, and what can you do, you know? You don't see it as something that drastic anymore. But of course, like, breakups suck. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I think I messed up. Oh no. There's always that one nail that I just hate how it came out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the acrylic just laid weird on this nail, and I think it's looking a little bulky, but it's fine. I really like the coverage of this nail polish, by the way. I think that it's looking so good. Oh my god, it looks like I have claws. But wow, I really like it so far. I think I'm gonna do one more coat on top of this. But yeah, this is what it's looking like so far, you guys, just so you guys can see. Okay. This is another thing that I wanted to touch on. Again, sorry, this video is all over the place. But another thing I wanted to touch on is when your date goes bad, okay? I have so many story times, you guys, about freaking bad dates that I've been on that they're straight out of a telenovela. Like, if you know what that is, it's literally so dramatic, and I can't even believe that these things happen to me. But I have had some crazy experiences. And so if your date ever goes bad, and obviously if you're younger, this is different, because when I was in middle school, my mom would drop me off to the movies and stuff, and she would pick me up, so I knew that I was gonna get home safe, right? Now that I'm older, when you have people picking you up, it can be a little bit tricky, just because sometimes if things go wrong, you're kind of stuck with them, you know, like, you know that they're gonna take you home. And I've been in situations where the person that I'm with, like, obviously things don't always go as planned, and you know, things just don't go as planned sometimes. And I've been in situations where I literally felt like either the person was gonna abandon me somewhere unsafe by myself, or they were putting me in a very dangerous situation, which would be like crazy driving and stuff. So if your date is going bad, don't make the situation worse. Like, because for me personally, if I knew I was in a safe place, I would like speak my mind. But if I know that like there might be a possibility that I might get stranded somewhere, or you know, it's just a very unsafe situation, if you see that this person is getting upset with you, I wouldn't cause more problems, just because you never know who you're going out with, you know? You never know until you see someone angry, like who you're really dealing with. And to me, that's been like the scariest part about like dating and stuff, because you never know who you're dealing with. But oh my god, look at the nails, so good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cure them with the light. But yeah, that brings me to the next thing that I can talk about, I guess, which is like red flags. Okay, if you notice that the guy that you're with is all of a sudden very angry with you, or like very controlling, that is a very big red flag. Or like being jealous. I've had experiences when people get mad because of the stuff that I'm wearing, or the lack of the stuff that I'm wearing, if that makes sense. Like, for example, if I don't get ready, like I've shown, okay, for example, I'm gonna say an example that kind of happened to me. So basically on my Instagram, obviously, you know, you always try to look your best and stuff, and in real life sometimes I just don't have the energy to look my best, you know. And this specific person got mad at me because I wouldn't get ready to like that standard, I guess. I wasn't getting ready like how I get ready for my Instagram pictures and stuff, because it wasn't like I don't know, I just didn't want to get ready, you know. Why do I have to explain myself? But yeah, I didn't want to get ready, and this person got mad at me because I wouldn't get ready, and they were like, wow, so this means nothing to you, like date isn't important to you. And I was like, what are you talking about? You know, stuff like that, red flag. Or like trying to control what you wear, like, oh, that's too short, or oh, why you're showing your shoulder, stuff like that. Run for the hills, because those people are crazy. Another thing, I know I wrote down more stuff. Another red flag from the very beginning is if they're disinterested. If you are showing more interest for someone than they are towards you, run, because they're never gonna care about you. Well, they might, but like, obviously you deserve someone who is very interested in you from the beginning. You should never have to be in a relationship with someone where you feel like you have to constantly change them or constantly nag them for like attention, love, like, you know, just the minimal stuff. You should never be in a situation like that, because you deserve better. But yeah, if you notice from the beginning that this guy is just not that interested, you're putting most of the effort in, it's not like gonna get better, because it's usually in the beginning where a guy will show the best of himself, you know, in the way that he speaks to you and the way that he treats you. If he's nice from the beginning, most likely he will continue that pattern, and maybe it will go away a little bit, but at the bottom line, you know, he's a nice person. But if a guy is literally not interested in hanging out with you, won't text you back, like stuff like that, ghosting you, it's just gonna get worse from there. It's just gonna get worse. Another thing to look out for is how he treats other people in his life, especially women, okay? I've noticed, I've been on dates with people who treat like the servers at restaurants really bad. And to me, that's a no, because I work in customer service, and I've noticed I've gotten treated very bad by men in customer service, and I've noticed how their wives are just like or their girlfriends just don't care. But like for me, if I'm with someone and I see that they're treating a server bad, or a waitress, or you know, someone in the drive-thru, I cannot be with them, because I don't like those people when they come through my job, you know, like that is a big red flag for me, especially if they have like sisters or moms and they aren't showing any positive feelings for them. That's also a big red flag, because if they can treat people like that in their lives, that they're like, you know, their family like their mother, if they're constantly telling you that they don't like their mother or their sister, something like that, run for the hills too, girl, because if they can be so open about sharing how much they dislike a woman in their life, they're probably gonna dislike you too, okay? Like, you are not the exception. You aren't as important as their mom. In some cases, maybe, but like maybe you're not. I don't know. That is also another red flag I would look out for, just because it's basically reflecting your future and how they would treat you in the future, and obviously you deserve to be treated with the utmost respect. Which brings me to the next red flag. If they are forcing you to do something that you don't want to do, or you feel disrespected in any way, get out, because they will never respect you. Like, if from the beginning they just don't respect you at all, it doesn't get better. Trust me. You can try to change someone, it's not gonna happen. If they don't respect you, they don't respect you, and you have to be the one to make that choice for yourself. If you're gonna let yourself, like, you know, to continuously be disrespected, that's on you. But most of the time, guys, if they don't respect you from the beginning, they don't even treat you like a person that they would want to be with long term, you know? So always be with someone who respects you, bottom line. That's very important. Okay, so I finished this hand. Now I'm going to be moving on to this hand, and I'm going to go ahead and continue with some red flags that I would look out for. And that I wish someone would have told me. But basically, the next one... Okay, so the next red flag would be if they're not a good listener, okay? This one, to me, is a telltale sign as to whether they even care about you. And that's if they listen to you. If you're with someone who literally every time you speak, they sound bored, or they change the subject and start talking about themselves all the time and literally don't care about what you have to say, that's a red flag. Or if they forget things that you have told them, or like, you know, just in general, like if they're just very forgetful, or they just don't even show any interest in what you're saying, they don't remember the little things, they don't remember your birthday, they don't remember things that they should know, you know what I mean? Like when a guy likes you, or even like when you like someone, you know these things because you like them, you know, you did your research on on these people. So yeah, if they aren't showing you any sign of, you know, that they actually listen to you, girl, like don't be with them, because they will always be forgetting the little things, and then you're gonna be mad all the time, and it's just not a fun situation to be in, honestly. So I would just not be with someone who doesn't remember stuff that are very important, like especially like if you're together with someone long term and they're forgetting your anniversary, or they just like don't put in effort. If they don't put in effort in the beginning, girl, they're never gonna put in effort. That's another thing. Like if you notice like a holiday comes around and you just start dating someone and they literally don't care, they're never gonna care. No matter how many years you give them, you could be like, okay, maybe the next year it'll be better. It doesn't get better. Trust me, it does not get better. So that's another red flag. Okay, another thing to keep in mind too, I would say, is I know like other people's opinion don't matter when you're dating someone, because I've been there too, you know, like I don't like when people tell me like what to do in my life or like with who I'm with, you know, like if I like them, that should be my choice and stuff to be with them, and, you know, see if I like them. I don't care how they look or whatever, as long as I'm happy, you know. But also, don't turn away people that might be giving you advice or might be telling you things that you don't want to hear. Because I know, like, sometimes people in your life, like family members or friends, sometimes they see things that you don't see, you know. Like, they might be telling you something that really pisses you off, but deep down they might be right, you know. Like, I know you don't want to accept it sometimes, I don't want to accept it either sometimes, but sometimes, like, when you really like someone, you fail to see the red flags, you fail to see how someone truly feels about you, because you're so blinded by love, I guess, if you can even call it, or lust in the beginning. Like, you're so blinded that you don't even see the things that really matter, but the people around you do, you know. And I honestly, like, at this point in my life, I do care about other people's opinions, because I don't ever want to be in a situation where I'm being made look dumb, I guess you can say. Like, you know, everyone knows that this guy is really bad for me, but I'm the only one that doesn't see it, no matter how many times people tell me I don't listen. I don't want to be in that situation, you know. Like, if my mom or like my sister sees something in someone that is concerning, like, at this point in my life, I would rather know, you know, and keep my eye out for it. I wouldn't get mad. I know a lot of people get mad. I used to get mad too. I'm not even gonna lie, I used to get mad too, but you have to keep in mind that these people only have your best interest in mind. So sometimes it's worth listening to. Sometimes, that's all I gotta say. Because at the end, like, let's say you do end things with this person, at the end of the day, or they end things with you, you do see those red flags at the end, and you're like, damn, they were right. Because usually, like, the people around you that love you, they notice things that you don't, you know. Unfortunately, sometimes it sucks to, like, learn this information, but sometimes your mom is right, or your sister is right, or your dad, or your grandpa, or your grandma. Sometimes they're right, and they're just looking out for you. So if your family member, relative, friend is telling you that something is not right about the person that you're dating, listen to them, because something may not be right. And then you can obviously have a conversation about it, what's bothering them, and see if you agree. But honestly, when you're in love with someone, you don't agree until the end, when you realize that these people were right. Unless it's something like really bad, like they're abusive and you know it. Like, it's hard to get out of those situations sometimes, but at least you know, like, at least if people are noticing it and you know, then maybe it might be time to get out. Which leads me to the next thing, which is, like, don't be afraid to end a relationship. I know sometimes, like, when you're with someone, you feel so comfortable around them, it's become, like, you know, part of your everyday life, and you don't see yourself ever living without them. But if something isn't benefiting you or bringing you peace or bringing you happiness, just leave, you know. And I think that deep down inside, always trust your gut instinct, because you know whether you're in a good relationship, a bad relationship, a relationship that you see, like, lasting a long time. You usually know those things. And honestly, if you ever have a gut feeling that you deserve better with someone, you probably do. And it's better just to, like, break things off before, you know, you get way too attached to someone. Because, I mean, in my experience, it has happened to me too. Like, you obviously get attached to people, you know, and you know deep down inside you probably deserve better, you know, everyone is telling you this, they even told you this, and you're still with them. It's like, girl, why? Like, if the person that you're with is literally telling you that you can possibly do better than them, then listen to them and leave. Because honestly, you can. You can, honestly. And in the time, like, it really hurts. And honestly, if you guys want another video about this, let me know, because this situation is something that I actually went through recently, and I actually learned a lot from it, and I think I could talk about it. So if you guys want to know, like, let me know any other type of relationship advice. Let me know. But yeah, don't ever be afraid to end a relationship because you're scared of what others are gonna say, or, you know, you're just scared in general. Because honestly, you can find someone better if you know that you're being treated bad. And sometimes it's scary because you feel like, I know a lot of people stay with people because they feel like they're never gonna find someone as good or someone better. You know, you really connect with someone and then you feel like you'll never have that connection again. But You will, girl. I was like that too. I really thought that I would never feel anything again. Like, I think at one point in my life, and I should bring Cynthia for a video like this because Cynthia has gone through it with me. But yeah, there's a point where I literally thought I just didn't have feelings anymore. I was like, you know what? I literally don't feel anything. Like, I don't feel sad. I don't feel like I could love again. I don't feel like, I don't know, like I literally just didn't have any feelings at all. And then I did. And then one day, like, everything changed, and then I did, and then I was happy again because I'm like, okay, at least I have feelings, you know. It might not work out with the people that you do develop feelings for, but at least I knew I had feelings, and then I was able to go from there. But yeah, don't worry, you will have feelings again towards someone. It will be different, and it will end up to be good, you know. But yeah, so I'm done with my nails. This is how it turned out. I absolutely love the color. It's a little bit too bright for me, but I love it. I've never had nails this bright. I think that they look really good, very summery, and I'm super excited and just really happy with the results of this color. I can't wait to go out and show my parents because they're here right now. I'm probably waiting for me to finish this video actually. But yeah, again, if you're interested in these gel polishes, I will leave them down below, all the information for them, and also on the screen if I do have the discount code. Also, they are cruelty free, so keep that in mind. That is why I really like this company, and that's why I partnered with them. But yeah, that was basically everything for the video. I know it was all over the place. I just really wanted to do like a sit down girl talk chat, just because I honestly do have a lot of advice that I could give that I wish I would have had, because I'm an older sister, so I never really had anyone give me advice when I was growing up. I kind of had to figure it out on my own. But yeah, if I can help anyone out there, let me know with any questions that you might have. But yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video and just enjoyed chatting and watching me do my nails. I know it was probably kind of boring, but hopefully you enjoyed it. And yeah, I love you so much. Always remember to, you know, be confident, love yourself. You are amazing, you are beautiful, you are perfect, and I love you so much, and I hope that you have an amazing day, and I will see you next Saturday at 12 p.m. with another video. Bye.